Good day, folks. Welcome to Best Trade Setup. And in this video, I will be sharing with you the confirmations that I look at before I enter a trade. You will excuse me. Currently, I am near a main road, so you will hear a couple of cars passing through. Anyway, back to the presentation. Now, what is a best trade setup? Now, this right here means order block, and this is where the money is. It's liquidity. Now, if you're familiar with these terms, good for you. If you're not, then I suggest you go check out other YouTube content creators that go in depth and explain these terms for you because I will not be doing that in this video. Maybe I will in subsequent videos, but in this one, I will not. Now, this is a downtrend where we make lower lows and lower highs. The liquidity needs to be below the order block, not inside of it, not above it, below it. Price needs to go through, make a fake out, close back below the resistance, and reach the low of the day. Same goes with an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. The liquidity has to be above the order block. Price needs to go through this level, close back up, do a fake out, and reach the high of the day. Most of the times when this setup shows itself and you find that where the action happens is pretty far off from the low of the day or the high of the day, that's good. That means your risk to reward is going to be high. But on most cases, definitely we're looking for the TP to be at the high or the low of the day. Simple enough. Now, when I look at what I need to enter a trade, I need at least five confirmations, and that could be any combination of any of these things on the list. We need an order block. FO stands for fake out. M pattern, W pattern. Some of you will know it as a double top or a double bottom. Numbers or quarter level, I will show you on the chart what that means. An engulfment, 3CP. 3CP stands for three candle pattern, which could be a morning or an evening star. Uptrend or downtrend, two pins. I will show you that on the charts what I mean, but you might know it as a different name. What matters is we understand. We might call things differently, but as long as we understand what we're talking about, that's what's the most important thing at the end of the day. Two candle consolidation. This is a name I gave to a certain two candle formation that happens. I will show you on the charts what that means. Now, I trade mostly gold, and those are the charts that we'll be looking at for the most part. Now, the numbers or quarter levels, I'm simply referring to price levels that are either 50 or 25 pips apart. I will show you in the examples to follow. A 3CP, a three candle pattern, also known as a morning star or an evening star, can present itself in four candles. And this is what I mean right here. I will put a link in the description below to this article if you want to read further on what a morning or evening star is. Now let's move on to examples. It must be noted that when I say order block, I mean the 15-minute order block. If it's on the 5 minute or based on the 5 minute or 1 hour order block, I will show it on the chart. But if it's not showing, just know by default is the 15-minute order block. Now, in this scenario, the order block is there. That's our first confirmation. We have price tapping or going through the double zeros level, which is 1905. Now, notice this is a quarter level. The distance between these two levels is 25 pips, and the distance between these two right here is 50 pips. This is the 1900 level, and this is the 1905 level. Now, that is our second confirmation. Now here we have price doing a fake out. Every time a fake out or a sweep happens, it's an automatic M pattern or W pattern, this being the second leg. Now we have four confirmations, and the third confirmation is this one, two, three. This is a three candle pattern for me. That's five confirmations. So that means we enter our cells with the stop loss here and the take profit at the low of the day. As you can see here, price did reach the low of the day. Now we're going to a second example. This is the 5-minute chart. These chart patterns can even show themselves on the 15-minute chart. Is perfectly fine. Now here we have an order block, like I said, 15-minute order block, price tapping the quarter level, that's the second confirmation. We have a fake out. Now every time you see a fake out or a sweep, that's an M pattern. Now we have four confirmations, the fake out and the M pattern or the double top. And we have our fifth confirmation being the bearish engulfing candle. Please excuse the background noise, folks. Let's get to it. Now, here we see these two candles. This is what I referred to as the two candle consolidation. It matters to me only when it happens after a sweep or a fake out. If these candle patterns show up anywhere else, it doesn't mean much to me at all, not even worth considering. And there you have it, folks. We've reached the low of the day. Now, here I have examples from the previous week, the 15th to the 19th of August, 2022. I will correct that. Also, I will put a link in the description below of a Telegram group that you can join where I will put this slide for you to study or to look into at your own time. Mind you, it's free of charge to join that Telegram group, so go right ahead. In the same group, I will be posting charts that pertain to the best trade setup with a breakdown of those setups as well. You're free to join, it's up to you. Do as you please. Now, here we have more examples of the best trade setup. You can go through them at your own time. It's okay. Um, Now I'm going to show you this setup on the chart. This is from the 17th of August last week. And just taking you through the things that I look at when I enter a trade. Just going to take this out. Now, this is the 5-minute time frame. As you can see, what I usually do, I will put up this list right here and mark up things that I see on the chart. Let me just take this out. So I will draw an order block, and when I see a place where price could make a sweep or a fake out, I then pull out this text box right here that I will use. Okay, let's just make it a bit more visible for you folks. Okay. Now, what we see here, we have an order block. That is the first confirmation. We have price doing a sweep of this resistance level. That's our second confirmation. And every time we see a sweep or a fake out, it's an M pattern or a double top. Now you can see this wick right here is rejecting the quarter level. That is our fourth confirmation. And also, price is in a downtrend. See, making lower lows and lower highs right there. There we go, right there. So now that becomes our fifth confirmation, which is a downtrend. Now we're gonna enter our trade after this pin hammer closes. You might know it as a different name, that's okay. This is what I refer to as a pin hammer. So after it closes, that's where I'd enter my trade. Now, with this BTS, best trade setup, I'm looking for a minimum of 1 hour trade. If it's below that, then I don't take it. It's just that I have confidence in it working out, so I don't mind a 1-to-1 trade setup. In this case, it was a 1.63. And as you can see, price did eventually reach the low of the current day, even went slightly beyond it. And that, folks, brings me to the end of my video, my presentation to you. Take from that what you will, and I wish you all the best in your trading journey. And remember, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Cheers, folks.